So, this will be my Valheim Base tour. We've got quite the walls going on, and this nice little path going up to it. I got my little troll archer up there. I'm planning on making a couple more of those. I think they look cool. Um, so yeah, it's a massive project that's taken since the Mistlands came out. So roughly year and a half, 2 years. And it wouldn't be possible if I didn't have my Great Ore Farm giving me stone and stuff. There'll be a future port over there, but for now, I just have this castle. So you walk in the front gate. It's big enough for a lox to fit through in case you want to move loxes. We have our dilapidated lox stable over there. It's not perfect as of yet, but it looks. I kind of like the stairs as the roofing. It looks like it's being worked on. The red vines we're testing out. Unfortunately, they grow. They continuously grow, and so it just gets up to the top, and then we have to like trim trim the leaves back by range every once in a while, and that's I don't really want to be bothering with that constantly. But it kind of adds some depth. But we got some banners that we were testing on some banner patterns as well, something to brighten it up. It looks really cool, but needs that splash of color, which is why the Queen trophy is such a good arch, and how I like the red vines growing up makes it blends the Queen trophy in a little bit. I don't know, makes it look really cool. I'll show around the outside first. The inside, the first set of walls, we've got the Fishy Forge, as it's got a ton. It's like a Minecraft-esque, the Minecraft Village blacksmith, the old one, but with lots of fish everywhere. And famously, we don't fish on this server. We just pick up fish that are that flop around on the ground. Except for the puffer fish, I did fish those. And so every time you want to build anything or repair, you have to step on the puffer fish for a wonderful little bit of poison. So yeah. And then over here we got our workbench. We got an outdoors workbench, which is amazing. And then we've got the indoor workbench. And right now it's a little bit Christmassy. Got a little Christmas tree. A little small little guy. Could still have some improvements, but it's not. It's got some. It's small and cute. Our furnace setup and our honey's on top of the forge. Funnily enough. Over here we got our little warehouse, and we got a couple portals in here. It's a nice little storage setup. Probably want to make it slightly big. I might need to make a slightly bigger one. Thinking of building a vault for storage, so that I can have a little better setup. Right now we're kind of cramped on space in a couple of these like ash garbage and swamp drops and plains drops. Kind of have like mixture of both, like how we have meadows and black forest trophies. And so we have combined a couple because we just don't have space in here. Like the windows, though. Sort later if you want to use if you want to be a blue fish. We don't really support just dumping stuff in chests around here. That's not cool. So then outside of the warehouse, we got a couple more portals that come around. Our obliterator for all the junk that we get. Of course, one of the big portals, the big teleport any material portals. Fortunately, they're so big. This is the only place where it fits. I would like to have it inside the warehouse, but it's as tall as it, so it's fitting here. It still needs something around it, maybe. I'm not sure yet how I can make this. I can't really put it encase it in a building, so it'll just get too tall. And then over here we got the huts in the alley. We have a bunch of little houses, and then we have Mr. Hops's house. We got a little design here that looks like a rabbit, and he's a bit wealthier, Mr. Hops. He actually has a bed label as his own. Mrs. Hops has sadly perished over here. Her grave is right beside the house. They lived so happily. But yeah, these houses are cool and detailed. The tar really helped the choice of building, making wood look good. Famously, hate the look of wood walls. They need something. It's just so blank and boring. Staircase there. A cozy little one. Got our Christmas trees up. Very small houses, but it fits into the small space we got. We have one last house. Lovely, just different shapes in houses. It looks so. I like the variety we got. We no two houses the same. And then we got the mashed meat Mega Mart. Well, this is just like a mini Mega Mart. I'll have a bigger one elsewhere. But it's got stuff in the fridges and stuff up on the shelves. We got the bread shelf. And of course, we got lovely jerky flour and some bits of food. The serving trays that they added, the bog witch really help bring builds to life these days. Instead, before we used item frames for literally everything, and that costs famously just as much wood as a chair to be able to put anything on it. Got the Breadville Bakery, where we got some ovens. We used to have some like a bread display, but that's been moved into the mashed meat Mega Mart. We've got, oh yes, Barney's house. He's the wealthiest citizen in our kingdom, and he's got a lavish home. He's even got a hot tub on his front porch. And upstairs, he's got himself. This is where our cartography table is. He's done some exploration in his days. There's Barney's bed. And the second to last shop is the Black Soup Brewery. Gonna have it's full of kegs and all the wonderful stuff. Again, I'd like to put a few more shelves in there, fill it all up, but it's almost our day 2000 celebration, and we're running out of time. So we've focused on the other stuff. Mist Hair Supreme B&B needs a bit better bedroom management in here, but we got the concept down. And then we'll move to, I guess we could look at the stables a little bit more up close. It got destroyed when the locks ground panel, like, started smashing things because the Desquito got in, unfortunately. But there we go. We'll go inside. This is the throne room hall. A bunch of our trophies and the final fader trophy, and then the 3 thrones for each of the 3 of us. And there's the behind the throne. It's looking good. Lighting is really hard to get these things lit up at night, but during the day, and the flying troll. You can do a lot of fun things with trophies. In here, we've got the armory. All sorts of cool weapons and armor lit up spectacularly with this amazing banner display. I really like it. Pops the room, brings the color, and the blue, what are they called? Blue braziers really add to the room's, I guess, awe-inspiring, awe-filled, its presence. Here we got our portal room. It's a bunch of portals going pretty much everywhere. We have so many portals. But without the Better Portals mod, then it takes a long time to, you want a portal going everywhere. And then this back room needs some improvements. It's behind the throne room. We'll figure out. Right now it's just kind of a hallway. Then along we got our stairs going up and down the place. Feasts for easy access to food. Or this is the bedroom. We got a portal. We got lots of food, but it's getting eaten at this point. And the wonderful poster beds. Love them. Need a little more red jute for the third and final one. It's for extra people, just in case. They'll look amazing. Oh, I love the bedroom. Again, it probably could use some banner work, but there's still lots of time. We'll go up to the second floor next. So we're gonna go all the way back here. There's so many ways up and around this place. Each of the towers has a staircase going up. This one happens to have a secret passage. We have tons of secret passages throughout the base. Oh, and it's Barney. Come on, Barney, let me through. No! Barney. Okay. So now we're at the top. We've skipped a floor. But you got a good view from up here of the scale of the base. Still have a little bit of a chest bit here. We have a couple broken bits, it looks like. Some scaffolding. But, yeah, for the most part, it's looking really good up here. Man, so if you can see the start, that's going to be a train station. This goes out to a long path road going out that way. And out here, we got the village that we'll see from up top here. I got this tower that it's the one tower, the other tower is not accessible, you can't get up. But this one has a cool windy staircase, had enough room for it. And I wanted to keep the iron beams going overhead and stuff because it looks cool to see the inner workings, I think. Alright, there's the village down there. So it's a bunch of small buildings and a big wheat field that's not rendering in properly. Maybe I can graphics draw distance very high. Nope, still not. You can just kind of barely see how it's going to work out. We're going to have a small little port there, and probably a few more fields surrounding the place. But for now, this is what it looks like. It's pretty high up. We got our catapult for launching us off the tower, and we're going to have a fireworks display coming up for our 2,000 day celebration, which is going to be very, very fun. Got all sorts of party games and stuff planned for that. All right. Head down. Across. So we'll take the staircase. Got a wonderful spiral staircase down to the second level. And in here we've got our feast hall. The feast hall and the bar. Got a wonderful bar. We need to set up a barkeep yet. And then we have a performing area. My attempt at a drum set. We'll see what I figure out here, but and then we've got through this door, we've got the wonderful our war room. So it's got our maps and plans, and it's got our hot tub for when we have to think of our strategies going to war. Have to sit in the hot tub to relax. Can't be too tense. We got, of course, our some foods and stuff to tide us over through the lengthy discussions of war. Wouldn't want to go hungry. And we got some back tunnels through here. We have our wonderful little barber shop. We got a little bit of waiting area. And then it goes into where we got, you sit on here, you got the barber to cut your hair in the mirror, and yeah, you got some of the lotions and stuff. It's pretty cool. And then over here is the kitchen. Kitchen, we've got all sorts of, this is where we make all the yummy stuff. And that is all from up here. We'll head down further. So that's the main level where we saw earlier. Yeah, it goes up to the bedroom. Well, if we go down a bit more, we run into the Askvin lair. We got Swimmy Vin, we got some prison cell setups, and we have the magic refining area, and we got our little pool, which the fish are supposed to be playing in. Swimming pool / fish pond. They like to swim in there. Good little fishes. And the Askvins can swim in there if they want. We've got our treasury, which is looking a little poor at the moment. We've spent a lot of money for this 2,000-day celebration. Lots of fireworks, lots of all sorts of stuff. But it'll look better. We're also gonna build a vault, restore even more money. And the last thing down here is the Gilded Table room, the magic spooky room, nice and dark, not lit up. We got it looks very ominous. We have the little statue guy here. It looks great. Really happy with how that turned out. So yeah, that is really the base from the regular people level, you know, the people that aren't clued in to the many secrets of the base. The first, well, I'll show a couple of the secret rooms and stuff, secret passages. Of course, if anyone was to actually invade the castle and get through, us as the lords of this land have to have an escape route. So behind here, we got a rug set up, and then as soon as we get through, we close the gates, and then you can't fall back through. And so then no one can follow us, and we'll be able to get around. From this little back area, you can see that this is the basement level, basement in there. So that we have access to going all around here and stuff. And we have a couple secret exits. Up here, we can get straight into the brewery. And just underneath the kegs, boop. Nice and easy. And from Barney's place, there's a rug in the back corner, which you can also, this is the least secure out of anything. It's, you can actually access into here. But it's an easy run, and then jump out of Barney's in case we need to escape quickly. And then the third, of course, there's another way of going if you jump on this stairs. You can teleport into the basement in case we want to ride the Askvins out of here. Or, maybe have some extra magical support. And the final thing is right here. If you sit down at the right banner, you can access that stool. I haven't accessed this stool in a while. It's a little tricky. Gotta get the right angle. Too far. Come on. What? There we go. That pops you out to a little hidden thing here. So this is a little room, allows you to go back to over here if you wanted. That will probably close off this here or make it into a little secret thing. So that allows you to get into the basement again. But the main thing is that it allows you to look through this little hole in the thing, pop through this stool, and pop right out at Mr. Hopps's place. So yeah, that is the tour of the castle. All these stone places have their own staircases that are somewhat functional as well. Put some ballistas up, but yeah, it's a pretty cool base. I'm very excited to see it continue into the future. This is only I mean it's been over 100 hours, but I can't wait for it to see how it goes in the future. And since all the materials we have to acquire ourselves, this is not in hammer mode, not in cheats. It's a lot of resources to grind over hours and hours. Well, hope you enjoyed the tour of the January 1st, 2025 edition of our base.